What if I told you Albert Einstein wasn't just a genius, but a rebel, a fugitive, and the subject of one of the strangest postmortem mysteries in modern history? Everyone knows the hair, the equation, but very few know the real story. This is Albert Einstein, Unmasked. He was a quiet child. Some feared he was slow. He didn't speak full sentences until he was nearly 4. But one day, at age 5, confined to bed with illness, his father gave him a compass. The needle moved mysteriously, guided by something invisible. That moment never left him. He would spend the rest of his life chasing invisible forces. Einstein hated school. It was rigid, obedient, and he wasn't. He once said, "Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth." At 15, he walked out of school. At 17, he gave up his German citizenship just to avoid the military. He wanted freedom of thought, of movement, of curiosity. He found it as a clerk in a Swiss patent office. By day, he stamped inventions. By night, he changed the universe. In 1905, a 26-year-old nobody published 4 scientific papers, one of which included a simple equation, E equals mc squared. Energy and mass are the same thing. It was one of the greatest scientific breakthroughs of all time, written by a man who couldn't even get a teaching job. Fame didn't come until 1919. During a total solar eclipse, light bent around the sun, just as his theory predicted. Overnight, headlines hailed him as the new Newton, the man who bent light itself. But the genius had shadows. His personal life, messy. He fathered a child before marriage, a daughter named Liesel. She vanished from records. Some say she died young. Others say she was secretly adopted. No one knows for sure. He divorced his first wife, Mileva, then married his cousin, Elsa. He was brilliant, but distant, passionate, yet unpredictable, just like his theories. As fascism rose in Europe, Einstein, now a target of Nazi hate, fled Germany.
Suppressed it. She has even turned upon her most glorious citizen, Einstein.
The Nazis burned his books, called his science Jewish lies. He escaped to Princeton. But the world's most famous scientist wasn't done making waves. He became an outspoken voice against racism, nationalism, and war. He once said, "Racism is a disease of white people. I do not intend to be quiet about it." The FBI took notice. They opened a file. It grew to 1,400 pages. Then came the war. In 1939, he signed a letter to President Roosevelt warning that Nazi Germany might be building an atomic bomb. That letter helped spark the Manhattan Project. Einstein didn't work on the bomb, but he would spend the rest of his life regretting his signature. After Hiroshima, he whispered in German, oh my God."
What has been done is the greatest achievement of organized science in history.
Even in his final years, Einstein chased something no one else could see. A unified theory of the universe. He never found it, but in 1952, something strange happened. He was offered the presidency of Israel. He declined, gently. He said he lacked the natural aptitude and experience to deal properly with people. Classic Einstein. When he died in 1955, his body was cremated, but not all of it. His brain was stolen. Without permission, the doctor who performed the autopsy kept it, cut it into 240 pieces, and stored it in jars of formaldehyde. For decades, Einstein's brain traveled across the U.S. At one point, it sat in a beer cooler beneath a Kansas roadside tavern. Scientists studied it. Some claimed they saw signs of genius. Others found nothing unusual. Maybe the real genius wasn't in the folds of his brain, but in the questions he dared to ask. Einstein once said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." He didn't chase fame. He chased wonder. He taught us that time is relative, that gravity bends light, and that a quiet boy with a compass could one day rewrite reality itself. If you enjoyed unmasking the myths, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and tell us in the comments which historical figure you want decoded next. This is Chrono Tales, where we trade legends for logic.